Welcome to the 2025 WPBA Soaring Eagle Masters. Our feature match today is Pia Filler versus Kristina Zlateva. This is Ada Leo, and I'm joined in the booth by Kia Burwell.
Hey, how are you?
Hello. How are you doing?
Pretty well. Enjoying this tournament, sweating the matches from the sidelines.
So many great players, 64 of the top ladies around the world. We also have 17 countries being represented. And it looks like the previous round match between Bean Hung and Yuki Hiriguchi just finished up here, with Yuki Hiriguchi emerging victorious over Bean Hung. So that's going to be a good matchup because the next round is Kristina Takac versus Yuki Hiriguchi. So this match is an A-side match. Both ladies are not eliminated after this match, and the winner will go on to play tomorrow at 12, the hot seat match, and then the loser of this match plays the winner of Kristina Takac versus Yuki Hiriguchi later on at 9 o'clock. We do have one more round of live stream at 9 o'clock, and that'll be that match, so please stay tuned. So we're getting through some of the player announcements. Just wanted to mention that we are at the Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. It's an amazing venue. It's also summertime here, so it's very pleasant outside.
Yeah, very pleasant. I went for a 3-mile walk today.
That's amazing. And so alongside this event, there's an amateur event, and several of the ladies who were knocked out earlier in the tournament were able to participate. And so many great players on the amateur side and their vendor booths. So we also have Steve Rao taking photographs with your favorite WPBA player. You can pay $20 and get a photograph same day, as well as Q Queens, which is a docu-series following some of the top lady pool players in the world today, including some veterans like Allison Fisher, Kelly Fisher,
Yes.
as well as young guns like Savannah Easton. So that should be super exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting for me yesterday to sign some of the racks that they are selling to raise money towards the production of the Q Queens series.
Yes, I'm excited to see more exposure for women's pool. Especially something new for this tournament is that we're on Amazon Prime Video. So you can watch live streaming over on YouTube, on WPBA Billiards channel, Billiards TV, and now Amazon Prime Video.
U.S. Open champion.
So let's see if we can see if there's what other matches are going on. Nope, it looks like it hasn't refreshed yet.
G2 Tables, General Apparel, and Royal Tips. Please welcome the Quick Fire, Fisher.
So there's 4 ladies who are undefeated in this tournament, including Soa versus Wei Su Chen, and now this match, Pia Filler versus Kristina Takac. So the ladies will lag. I'm sorry, Zlateva. I read that a little too quickly. Thank you for correcting me. So the ladies will lag to see who will break first. Looks like Pia Filler won that. So let's go over some match rules while the ladies are racking. So we are lagging for the first break. It's an alternate breaks format. 9-ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. The 9-ball's on the spot. No break box. The opponent racks. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and cue ball fouls only. Something to mention is that there are a 3-digit number next to their names in the scoreboard at the bottom of your screen, and that represents their Fargo rating. We have Pia Filler with a 715 Fargo and Kristina Zlateva with a 698 Fargo. I anticipate this match being pretty close.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
And I'm sure like they both have come up through the juniors in Europe. They have probably faced each other many times before in their youth. So it's going to be super exciting. And this is a race to 8. So that's what the number that is in parentheses is next to the 3-digit Fargo rate is signifying.
What P is doing is checking the rack, and she can only look at it, and if it's not at her liking, only Kristina can manipulate the rack.
That's why Pia cannot be touching the rack. She can only indicate that she's not happy and ask for a re-rack. So that's very interesting. We have a fun fact about the players. To break right now, Pia Filler. She is from Germany, and her highest ranking on the WPBA is number 6, and her current WPBA ranking is 8. She's a Predator-sponsored player. Kristina Zlateva, her opponent, is from Sofia, Bulgaria originally, and now resides in Birmingham, Alabama, with a highest ranking of number 3, and that is her current ranking as well. She's a Mez player, so all her equipment is Mez. Now that was a really great break. Pia was able to dial in that one ball into the side and get a very good spread. Unfortunately, doesn't have an open shot on the 2 and will have to play a safe.
Yeah.
What do you think of this safe? It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm trying to, from my angle here.
Let's check out overhead camera. She can see an edge of
Sliver.
it. Yeah, sliver. So we are using the perfect rack, which is that red rack that you saw is our official template rack at the WPBA. Sometimes if you're using the template and you're not pressing all the balls together, there can be a small gap, or maybe the template is a little bit crooked. So the players can opt to ask for a re-rack if they see something like that in the configuration. Also, we are using the Aramith black set, so please look out for the pink 4 and the purple 5. So the ladies will be hitting pink before purple. So it looks like she missed that kick, and Pia Filler has a ball in hand. Do you see any problems here in this layout?
No, I don't.
Oh, she looks like
She has a small window for the 3 ball, depending on how she wants to play it. She has a cue ball pretty close to the rail.
she also called for extension, so the ladies are working with a 40-second shot clock, although they do get a 60-second shot clock after the break to contemplate the layout, and then they have 1 extension per rack. Unless it was hill-hill, then it's 2 extensions for that particular rack.
Not much to do here. Just float that ball in.
Yeah, just like that. You'll notice that Pia's game, she'll go for things that are kind of very simple patterns, not moving the ball around a lot. And that's a sign of very good playing. I feel like, I tend to play a little bit too much flair. I was joking earlier with one of the audience members outside there that I should work at TGI Fridays and have all the pins because that's so much flair. How much flair I'm playing with. So Kia, how did you get started playing pool?
Oh, wow. I saw a pool hall for the first time at a local mall.
In a mall? They
In a
have pool
mall.
halls in a mall? Wow.
Used to. And I'd never seen a pool hall or a pool hall nor a pool table other than what I saw in my uncle's basement. And as a teenager. So that triggered that memory of, oh, I've seen this table before in my uncle's basement. So I decided to just go there during my lunch breaks from work. It's something to do, to change the scenery. And I got hooked pretty quickly.
That's great. Lunchtime pool. I'm trying to I have a full-time job in addition to traveling for pool and doing commentary, but they're about to renovate my office space, and I'm trying to lobby to have a pool table there. Although I don't know how much work I'll be doing. Although I will be encouraging people to play pool.
Right.
My job is to be a pool ambassador. I really want to make sure that we spread the love of this game
Exactly.
and get more people to play.
She came up a little short there, 50-yard line.
How
Very
good did she
nice.
hit that?
Very nice.
I felt like she was doing the Predator Pro Series shootout.
Yeah, the shootout.
So just wanted to let you know we have a swag giveaway happening at the end of finals tomorrow. You are eligible to win one of these 4 items. There's going to be 4 different chances to win. With every $20 donation to our YouTube channel, you can click on the dollar sign and make a contribution. You can get either a Kamui Chalk, a Castillo custom cue case, autographed WPBA shirt, or autographed media guide.
Those media guides are awesome.
They are so slick.
Yeah.
So if you are at one of our events, you can go look for the media guide. I'm sure you can purchase the media guide on the WPBA website. So many good things happening. Speaking of good things, our next event is a WPA World 8-Ball Championships over in Oneida Casino in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's July 4th weekend, so don't miss watching that. And if you can come make it, you get to see 8-ball played in a very world-class fashion. So this is an A-side match, but not the hot seat match. There are 4 ladies that are undefeated. So tomorrow we'll be doing the hot seat match. But the winner of this will go into the hot seat to await the other hot seat person. And there is a 9 p.m. match. So stay tuned after this. If you're interested in seeing the progress of your favorite player, go to digitalpool.com, click on Tournaments tab, type in WPBA, and you get to see the Soaring Eagle Masters event, and then you can click on the bracket. And if you want to see which is the next match on live stream, you can click on and look for table number 5. So what do you think about this layout? There's some trouble here.
Yeah. The only thing I can see here is safe.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe she can send this one ball away and then stick the cue ball behind the brown 7. It looks like she's hitting the
She's
other direction.
skimming it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very well played.
But it's not a jail time.
No, it's not, because the one ball is kind of close to the rail, which makes it a little easier to kick at.
Well, she has to get
She
past the
does have
6.
to sway or spin that cue ball. See that? Very nice.
Now she left Kristina with a very steep cut here. You think Kristina's gonna go for it or opt to resave?
I want to say she would play safe, because you don't want to give up an open table to your opponent, especially at this stage of the game.
And these ladies are getting settled in. It's only the second rack. Kristina hasn't had a chance to really get into momentum yet, so anything can happen. That's one of the best things I enjoy watching about pool is like one player is hot and takes the lead, and then the other player fights back.
Very nice.
So she's just like, I'm just gonna bank this in. I'm not gonna cut it. Just bank it. Sets up nicely for this 3-ball on the lower left side.
And she threaded that because, yeah, look at that window between the 5 and the 9. She threaded that pretty nice.
It's like a protractor. She used some measuring tool in her head. That was a nice stroke there. She had to come around for this pink 4.
And getting back to the middle of the table is key.
It is. You have the most options. Now, do you think she's going to draw this and get back to the middle table for this purple 5? Or she's going to elect to go forward? I'm thinking she's going to draw this and punch it off the rail.
I think so. Two rails across.
She's trying to measure if she has enough of a window to get this 6-ball into the bottom right corner pocket.
I would suspect she would,
Bring it across.
yeah, 2 rails across to go to pocket in the same pocket as the 5-ball. Oh, no, she floated it forward. So maybe she saw something we can't see from the angle.
And then she
that
used
we're
the
viewing
7.
it.
She used the brown 7 as a kind of to slow down the cue ball. So I'm definitely enjoying watching all these top ladies play pool. I'm taking homework, notes, so I could work on it. And don't miss tomorrow, we'll be featuring 3 matches, hot seat match, semifinals, and finals starting at 12 p.m. Eastern. So 4 more rounds of great pool to be watching.
In this whole event, we had plenty of hot matches, a lot of tight races, some heartbreaks. You know,
Some upsets.
yeah, beautiful to watch. You know, the agony of defeat.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's how I got started playing sports, is watching the Olympics, and I was like, that was such a great slogan.
What was the other part of it? The something of victory. I can't recall.
The thrill of victory,
The thrill of victory.
agony of defeat.
The agony of defeat.
And then, of course, they always had like the best motivational song as like the big theme song for the Olympics. Then you had Whitney Houston's song there. I can't remember what it is. That's off the top of my head right now.
Just getting back to the middle of the table. That's all she needs to do. And that's what she did. Very nice.
And she has put one on the board, 1-1. Let's take a look around the room. We also have Sosoa 1-0 over Su Chen Wei. Kelly Fisher 1-0 over Sylviana Liu. And Kristina Takach and Yuki Hiraguchi are at 0-0. So lots of good matches.
I suspect a lot of safeties in that game with Takach and Yuki.
I think so, because ladies at this caliber, you leave them open table, they're going to run out. And that's so dangerous. So thank you everyone for joining. Please like, share, and follow. This is Ada Leo in the booth with Kia Burwell. Yes, someone has helped me out. One moment in time.
One moment in time.
Yes, I love that
Yes,
song.
yes,
So
yes.
inspirational. Sometimes I want to, pump myself up for a match. I'll play one of these Olympic songs.
I'm always for the Buju Banton song, Walk
my-
Like a Champion. Act like a champion.
That's so funny. Like, I think there was a trivia question that was kind of sent out to all the players to be like, well, if there was a walkout theme song, what would that be?
And that was the one I picked.
Mine would be Prodigy Firestarter. Really nice break. Let's see. She might combo this 2-ball into this purple 5.
And of course, with combos, the other key is controlling the rock, knowing where the 2-ball is going.
A lot of elements in this shot.
Oh,
Can she see it? She might be blocked.
I think she's blocked.
She might use the rail to kick it.
Yeah, and that's what she's measuring now. And I was just thinking in my mind, is she left-handed or right-handed? Because me being left-handed, I could masse from that position.
She is
But she's
right-handed.
right-handed, so this is the perfect solution or option for her to take.
Kristina's left-handed. Oh, she spun it off the rail.
But Kristina is like me. We can both shoot both-handed.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Versatile. I know it's very helpful in straight pool having to deal with half a table position
Yeah.
to shoot opposite-handed.
Yeah.
Pia's moving around the table really nicely. She's I'm very impressed by her game. Every event I see her, I feel like she's gotten better and better.
And look who her coach is. Like, yeah.
Well, it's all about who you surround yourself with. I feel like
you
if
go.
you want to be successful, surround yourself with success. Yeah, she gotta be careful not to leave herself too straight. She's got an angle.
Yeah, she's fine. And speaking of being around greatness, for up and coming players, if they want to be better or get better, then you have to do something different than you're normally doing, to get better.
Well, some people will get instruction. There's so much content on YouTube to help you out. Although I feel like it's too much content. I have a lot of beginner students and they're like, I saw this on YouTube, and they are perhaps not ready to absorb this information, or their stance needs to be fixed before they are able to execute on some of these things. So it can be tricky.
Yeah, and having an instructor is, I think everyone should have at least a few sessions with someone that can help them with fundamentals. Because I have students unfortunately,
Oh,
no.
no. And it scratched in the side
no.
pocket. That was unfortunate. Now, Kristina's got ball in hand with 3 balls left.
This looks like, the way the balls are laid out, when you're playing straight pool, you're trying to work your way down to a square, from a square to a triangle. And, from that square, you want to be like stop shot, boom, boom, boom. And that's what she's setting herself up for. Very little cue ball movement.
Well, we are
Boom.
working with 4 1/4 pockets on diamond tables where they pretty much recloth the table right before this event. So not only are the tables are slippery, although it slowed down a little bit, now we're getting towards the end of the tournament. But still, if you don't hit it with a pure stroke and aim it correctly, you can totally miss or battle in the pocket.
And it's possible that Pia wasn't physically settled at that moment for that shot. I don't know if she had to stretch. But all right, Zlateva took advantage of that scratch, put
And
herself ahead 2-1.
yes, it is. And we'll be right back after a quick word from my sponsors. And Kristina checking the rack, making sure everything is touching and the rack is not crooked. Dr. Dave actually has a whole video and research page on breaking and what are the things you're looking for when it comes to examining a rack.
Right.
So for those of you who want to know more specific details about what is it that you're looking for, check it out. Broke dry, and there is a big mess. There is some traffic.
Yeah, in the middle. She has clearance for the first 3 balls, first 4, because she has that combo, the 2 all in the corner.
Well, can she shake off that unfortunate scratch in the previous
I
rack?
think she can. She just did.
Yeah, she's just like, no big whoop. I think the sign of true champions, mental resilience and just shaking off mistakes.
When I sit in my seat, I'm saying, okay, what happened? Oh, I didn't do this, or I did that and should not have. Okay, boom. Now I let that go and move forward.
Now she's got to think about how to get from this 2 to the 3, and then you have that 3 balls not like a little bit too close to each other. Pink 4 and purple 5. Now would you try to go?
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's trying to decide if she can weave through that traffic without causing more of a headache.
Well, she kind of pointed to like the other half of the table there. I think she wants to have a much bigger area to work with.
There it is.
Yeah, I think now she could spin it and try to go for the pink 4 on this in the side pocket.
I like that one better, because if she would have gone 1-2 rails, really 1 rail to shoot it in the side pocket to the right of us on the screen, then, you know, she have to get on the right side of that 4 ball to give herself an angle for the 5. That's just kind of difficult. So I like the way she played this.
I'm thinking she's going to stun this over so she could shoot the purple 5 in the same pocket.
Right. Oh,
I think too much angle for stunning over, so she opted to go for the side pocket or the corner pocket. Now, this is personal preference, I think. Corner pocket is the easier position to get the
6, yes.
yeah set up for the 6 because he's shooting
It'd
in
be
the side.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be natural, not artificial. Because forcing things in pool, very bad. It's like forcing relationships. We don't do this.
Very nice.
You know, this is the first time I think I've seen her play with her hair down.
I've never seen that.
I don't think I could play with my hair down. It would just be all over my face.
Leaving herself a nice angle so she can get back down the table. One
Yes.
rail.
This is a very standard shot in 9-ball. And she's got tremendous fundamentals. See how still she keeps her body, and it's
Yeah.
just her arm stroking through with a good acceleration and follow through.
Q-tip pretty close to the cue ball.
Yeah. And and she ties it up 2-2. Let's take a look around the room. Soa takes the lead 3-0 over Suchen Wei. Sylviana Liu 2-1 over Kelly Fisher. And Kristina Takac 1-0 over Yuki Hiraguchi. So even though it looks like Soa has the lead at the moment, there's so many matches that I've seen Wei Suchen fight back and gain a momentum and then win the entire thing. So I'm not counting her out at all.
So one thing I don't think we mentioned when we discussed the rules is that, and maybe I missed it, the 9-ball does not count in the lower 2 pockets on the break.
Correct. So that's the 2 pockets facing the bottom part of the screen. If the 9-ball goes into one of those 2 pockets, it gets respotted.
And the player continues to shoot, the player that broke.
And it is cue ball fouls only. So if you accidentally touch an object ball, it's either place back, you talk to your opponent, place back, or leave it at the way it is. Wow. 2 balls on the break. Unfortunately, not an open shot on this 1 ball. So I'm thinking she's opting for a defensive. Unless she's feeling this bank.
I think she's going for the defense as well.
You have to. I feel like at this caliber of play, open table is a dangerous thing.
So she's skimming off the left side. It's in the cue ball, down table.
Just a little too much pace, though. She can see it. She unfortunately got 1 or 2 little too many rotations there. I think Kristina can go 1, 2 rails into the 2 ball for the bottom right corner pocket. Or even if she doesn't see it fully, she can use the rail to spin it off the rail.
You also have to be careful of that 7-ball up top.
Yeah. So she's gonna use.
She is going to foul.
Yep.
Very nice.
How good did she hit that? Now she's has to set up for this purple 5, so she can elect to try to punch it off the rail and get the cue ball back to the middle of the table, or go around. We'll see what angle, what kind of angle she has and what she picks. Again, the player's viewing is different than the commentary viewing.
She may. Hmm,
She looks like she's drawing.
yeah. Is she going around the 6 maybe? Oh no. Okay. Oh, just enough.
Just enough.
Oof.
Get around that 6 ball. That's a touchy shot there.
She got really fortunate there.
Well, I've seen some incredible pool today. Earlier, Wei Su Chen had a jump shot bank and got the ball into the side pocket. So, what these
Amazing.
ladies can do,
Mm-hmm.
stunning. Now, would you go forward? I think she's gonna draw this over to the left side so that she can shoot the brown 7 in the top right corner. Just like that. It was a very natural line for her to do that.
But is she straight? Is she a little too straight?
She looks like
Looks like she's going to draw back and back out to the middle.
she's considering it. Or I think she could just float this up and then shoot the 8 ball in the bottom right corner. We'll see what she elects to do. At this point, this is personal preference.
True. Whatever she feels confident in, and look like she's going for the draw. Oh, she's stunned. Fooled me.
Well, she was able to
That
put a
was
good
very
stroke
nice.
on it
Yeah.
and not decelerate, because I feel like sometimes when you roll a ball in, you could decelerate and the next thing you know you draw it in the pocket.
Well, I didn't even expect the stun. It looked like she was, putting a little bottom on that song.
So I need
Totally
to
fooled me. That
go
that
back-
was very sweet.
so I need to go back to this and figure out how she did that, because that was a really great shot.
Very nice. And Kristina is another one that plays a lot of straight pool, and you can see it in her play, getting back to the middle of the table, playing that triangle, stop shot, just very little cue ball movement. If she doesn't need all of that, she's not doing it.
Well, in Europe, they have the European Championships, and one of the disciplines is straight pool. So it's straight pool, 9 ball, 10 ball. I think 8 ball is included as well. So they have to basically play an entire week to 2 weeks of all the different pool games. So makes you well-rounded the more
Oh, yeah.
different games that you can play. So just a reminder, we have a WPBA swag giveaway. If you donate $20 to our YouTube channel by clicking on the $ icon, then you have a chance to win one of these 4 items: Kamui Chalk, Castillo Custom Q Case, autographed WPBA shirt by the ladies here, as well as a chance to win a media guide with their autographs. So other events happening in our calendar: August, we're heading over to Denver, Colorado to Felt Billiards to play the Denver Invitational. And then we have October heading to Borderline Billiards in Bristol, Tennessee, Janet Atwell's room. November is Rail Yard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky, as well as Dr. Pool Championships over in Rothschild, Wisconsin at the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center. Thank you everyone for liking, sharing, and following. This is Ada Leo in the booth, joined by Kia Burwell. And Kristina Zlateva takes the lead 3-2. Let's see if she can expand her lead. We are looking for the 1 ball to shoot into the side pocket. In this particular configuration, the right side pocket.
I had a coach for a short time, and he used to tell me, defend my lead.
Oh, defend your lead. There you go.
We would do some sparring sessions, and he would spot me some games and tell me, defend my lead.
So it looks like the 9 balls on top of the template rack, the perfect rack, and the ladies are working together to remove that rack. You don't want it to have a collision with the rack and cause some sliding and mess up your shot. So let's see from the overhead cam, can she?
Is there a little?
No, I don't know. Can't tell from this view if she can get past this 8-ball or if she has to play a defense.
It doesn't look like it, and I'm not sure if she's trying to overcut that ball and send the cue. Let me just watch.
So in this event, we only have one featured table, and which is what you're looking at right now. So if you want to watch other tables, you have to come in person at this Soaring Eagle Casino.
Great venue.
You get to see some of the VIP purchasers here who are watching. Those all the people sitting behind the ladies by the tables, and then there's 2 levels of seating even behind that.
Pink before purple. She's on the 4.
Pink before purple, correct. 4 to the 5. And you see behind the ladies, scorekeeper Bob Raymond. The ladies are on a 40-second shot clock per shot. After the break, it's 60 seconds for them to contemplate the layout of the table, and then they have an extension per rack. So stay tuned tomorrow. We'll be featuring the hot seat match, semifinals, and finals. So still a lot of great pool playing, plus the 9 o'clock round tonight. And of course, follow your favorite player on digitalpool.com. Go to tournaments, type WPBA, and you'll see this event show up, Soaring Eagle Masters, and then you can click on the bracket. So tomorrow's matches will start 12 p.m. Eastern, and semifinals and finals will proceed probably about 15 minutes after the conclusion of the previous match. It was a nice
I did not
shot.
see that. I actually expected her to kind of float that cue ball forward a little, play the 7 in the side.
Well, I
But
think
like you said earlier, you know, it's the player's preference, and we can't see what they see
right.
because we're not at the table.
I think really good pool playing is really sticking to your own percentages. There are people that prefer follow, people that prefer draw. What are those things that are high percentage for you versus low percentage? And really trying to play to your strengths, and then recognize if this is low percentage, play it safe.
Is she hooked?
Let us see.
Slightly?
No, I think she
I
can
think
see
she's
this.
fine. That was pretty close. And yeah, from this angle, it looks, like she has more clearance there. So
She was definitely in danger of getting right behind that 9, but so it was a little touchy from the camera view that we have here.
very nice touch. She's defending her lead.
Indeed, and we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Pia's break, and I'm sure she's itching to take this rack and shorten up that difference between the score.
I'm sure she wants to keep it very competitive. I'm looking for a hill match as always. I like a fight to the death.
Hill thriller.
She did not get that one ball in the side pocket. Has come up dry, but has not given Kristina a good look on this one ball. So Kristina can opt to push. I mean, she also has a kick there if she's seeing that line.
Right.
Now, Pia can elect to give it back if she does not like what she sees.
The 8-ball nudged the 2-ball a little to the right. And I'm not sure if Pia can see a piece of that 1 ball.
I think she could spin it off the rail. If she has a little bit of space, she might try to kick and stick. But this is just a big distance in order for her to do that.
She opted to give it back.
I would give it back. That's a tough shot there. But there's a reason why Kristina decided to opt for that position. So let's see what she does. She's like, I'm going to use the wall of balls over here as a blocker. She able to hook her? I think she might be a sliver,
Sliver.
but not enough to make the ball.
Right, because it could be a little dangerous to scratch behind that if you clip it too thinly. Okay, she had more of that ball to see that I thought.
She left it in front of the side pocket, though. I think she was looking to get right behind that 6-ball or use the wall of balls in the middle as blockers and send the one a little bit further out.
Kristina can kick that ball into the side pocket. One, possibly 2 rail kick into the side.
And I don't think she needs to kick it. I think she can contact it.
But can she pocket it into the side pocket?
Oh, I think she's doing what you're doing. What you said.
Right.
To kick it off the top rail and pocket the one in the side.
And that's another option. Oh, it didn't go in.
Yeah, but then think about the position on this 2-ball. So I don't think she was intending to make it, but it looked like she was undecided about what she wants to do. It was neither here nor there. something in the middle.
Well, again, if she would have made that in the side pocket, the tangent line would have been different. So the cue ball it wouldn't have been in that position. Maybe between the 3-9. It just depends.
Now she has to think about the position from the 2 to the 3. And then, of course, you have that pink 4 in the upper right side of the screen, but the purple 5 is blocking that pocket. So she's asked for an extension. She's got to think about this a little bit longer. Now, I'll be curious to see what she does to get from the 3 to the pink 4. Does she elect to try to combo that purple 5 in, or choose another pocket for this pink 4?
Possibly the side pocket to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Or one rail and spin the cue ball back. Like that.
I think
She just came up short.
she did.
But that was what I envisioned. Being able to pocket it in the side, and you're naturally there for the 5. She came up pretty short.
I think she can definitely cut that in still and get shape for the purple 5. But again, these side pockets are very tricky. You have to aim it correctly. Otherwise, you'll catch a point and it's not going in. She elected to go for a save. She did not like that.
Didn't want to take that risk.
I thought that was a smarter option. Now, Kristina might be able to slice this pink 4 in the upper left corner.
And I don't think the 5 ball is blocking that pocket fully. I just saw Kristina look that way, unless she's looking for the tangent line to prevent a scratch.
Is she looking
Or maybe
to slice
clip
it? Wow.
clip the 5 ball, to prevent the scratch. I'm not sure.
She's also asked for an extension.
Can we see the other angle?
Yep.
Yeah. The pocket is not blocked at all.
Yeah, no, it's side view definitely not blocked. Just this view, from our perspective, looks blocked. Oh no, watch out
no,
for
no.
that. Oh, she just jawed it in the pocket. Does she hook her? No, but she cannot see the full pink 4. You can see the edge of it. So
Fortunately for Pia, she's not corner hooked.
Yeah, corner hooked. That would be a travesty. Oh,
Now, how did she hit that?
wow.
You talking about straight stroking?
That's like,
Beautiful.
that's when you have to have absolutely great fundamentals, and you could tell she has great fundamentals.
And confidence in that fundamentals.
But now she has to get from this purple 5 to the 6. So she has a couple different options here. She could throw the cue ball around. Or she could force follow it. Yeah, throw the cue ball. Unfortunately, did
right
not
out the
get
gate.
enough.
Not enough paste pecani sauce to get down table.
A
I
what?
come up with all kinds
Oh.
of things. Not enough juice.
Not enough juice. Yeah, she needed more pace. And I think she needed more spin, but she was so straight. So maybe an option would have been to kind of spin it off the rail, put more spin and use the rail, but tough to tell. Like I said, the player's view versus commentator view, we don't miss any shots in our chairs.
But one thing she didn't do was sacrifice making that ball. For position.
Right.
So she was now forced to take what the table gave her, and look what she did in return.
Mm-hmm.
So Zlateva down a little bit to now have to kick at this ball.
I think she could see a small edge of the
she
6.
could.
Now, your nickname is Primetime. How did that come about?
No one saw me shoot pool and say, "Oh, hey, Primetime." I was actually at the Super Billiards Expo watching the women's pro bracket, and this was some years ago, and a couple of guys were sitting in the stands talking with me and a girl, and older gentleman, and the guy kept telling me, "Hey, Primetime, Primetime." He didn't know my name, but he kept calling me that. I said, I like that. I'm not Deion Sanders, but, I can take Primetime for pool.
Along with the Buju Band to talk like a champion, walk
Act
like a champion. That's
walk.
right.
This is a decent cut shot for
Or a
Kristina.
bank shot.
Mm-hmm.
She did bank a shot earlier, very sportily.
Yeah.
So for those in the audience who want to understand how to say hello, how are you in Bulgarian, which is Kristina's native country, you say Kaksi Strasi.
Interesting.
Wow.
Look at
Again, look at that bank shot. She's like, banks are on. She doesn't have to do much now.
No, I was just thinking that, yeah. Once she pockets that 7, she's going to go close to that side rail to the right of our screen. There's nothing to do after that. And by this being at this stage of the tournament, high stakes, you're trying to get to the final day, even sometimes simple shots, you still have to settle yourself. You don't want to get anxious and then a big oops. So sometimes you need to take a little extra time, look away from the table and chalk up.
You do. You have to
settle
settle.
yourself. And finish the rack like she did.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Things. All right.
All right, we're back. Kristina Zlateva, 5-2 over Pia Filler. It's looking like Kristina's playing very secure, strong, confident, and making the right tactical decisions.
At a steady pace, not anxious about any shot.
Pia's looking good too, but
Yes,
I feel
she is.
like she's made a few unforced errors here that kind of gave Kristina the opportunity here to finish the racks. She broke dry. Some balls to navigate around,
Yeah,
though.
that 2-ball. Now I love how we all tag
Teamwork.
team to get the template rack off. But for me personally, if I'm the one coming to the table to shoot, I'm telling my opponent, hey, you lift the ball while I move the template. I don't want to lift the ball.
Oh, okay. Well, the teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it does. And that 2-ball is right behind where the template rack was. She has to get there.
Oh, unfortunate bump there from this pointy side pocket. So pointy. I think she just has to graze it, try to send the 2 behind this wall of 9-7, and get the cue ball back up around the table. I don't know. Lots to ask for in this particular shot.
Behind the 3,
Oh.
4.
Oh, behind the 6, maybe?
Oh, you mean the cue ball? I'm looking at the object ball.
That's one thing when you're dealing with a defense. You know, I know beginner players, they're just like, how do you make effective defensive shots? You have to pick something to focus on. Do you want the cue ball to hit a rail? Do you want the object ball to hit a rail? You can't be looking at both those things.
Right. Because then you're in your head and your body doesn't know what to do, and you wind up failing.
It becomes neither here nor there. I think this 2-ball might be frozen on the rail. So Kristina's got to make sure she hits a rail after this.
She's gonna skim off of that ball, bumping it into the 4 to leave it there. Okay.
She used the 6 as a helper to get behind that wall of.
It looked like she
Brown
kind of threw her
7.
hand up. I'm not sure. It looked like she threw her hand up to say, oops, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, could very well be that she got a lucky roll in that situation.
If she's kicking that, she
She could kick it off the rail.
yeah, it's a one rail kick. And she's going for 2 rails to make the ball bigger. Yeah. 2 rails to make the ball bigger.
But
A bigger target.
But she left the 2 out in the open
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
The 3 and the 4 are a little tied up. So Kristina's got to figure out how to dissect the situation.
3, 4 look like it's possibly wired if we can see it at another angle.
She did check to see if it's
Yeah.
makeable in the bottom left corner. So really depends on how she sets up this cue ball after she strikes this 2-ball. Oh, too much rotation maybe? She definitely spun it a little too much. Just gotta play it safe now.
That was an unfortunate roll there. You can see a sliver of that 3 ball.
But definitely not makeable.
No, not makeable, but for the safety,
Let's see if she got behind the
I don't think
purple 5.
it's fully there.
I don't think Pia can make this 3 ball.
But I think she can hit it. So let's see what she opts to do here.
So Kristina's making some really great tactical decisions. She recognizes she didn't get ideal position, so she played it safe and is making it very difficult for Pia to make balls. Gotta watch out.
CBC.
I think she is able to see this three ball, or at least kick it off the rail and send the three ball into the opposite rail.
You think she can kick and stick?
Kick and stick. I think that's what she's looking to do. Because even if she tried to slice this three ball in, setting up for the pink four is very difficult. Now she's left Pia with a back cut. And if she makes that back cut and she's feeling good, she can definitely try to avoid, go to the right long rail, back to the left long rail, and set up position for that pink four.
It's a natural path. Not to be mistaken for naturopathy.
How good did she hit that? Wow.
Very nice.
The right pace is so important. And she managed to not overspin it or hit it too hard. And she might have been able to, she was in danger of hitting one of those balls. So that was just perfectly done. I think the next, she did, based on her body language, she was not happy by that.
She just has to let that go because, she can still make that five ball.
I think she's got to opt for the side pocket instead.
Well, the corner, and I can't tell from this angle, but she's better off with the corner pocket. Gives her a better lead to the six ball.
I think
can't
she,
tell. Looks
yeah,
like
she's
she's going for
corner.
the side. She's going for the side. She got to get there. Get there.
Well, let's see if her banks are on. But then she's got to figure out the cue ball and placing it for the 7. The 7 is a little blocked by that 9. Unless she sees that 7, brown 7, that it's cuttable in the side pocket. She can elect to play it safe where she puts the 6 ball in the top short rail and sends the cue ball down to
table.
down table.
It looks like she's about to finesse something there, so that's an option, but it's still rolling. Didn't roll out on her. Oh, no, she's blocked.
I think Kristina can see an edge.
Can she?
I think this is a brush safe on the left side of the 6 ball to send the cue ball back around to this area.
And she can 2 rail kick that. And because it's, again, close to the rail, it makes it easier target.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate. That was a great kick, but then it was this unfortunate scratch.
Pia is happy to get back at the table in this rack.
Pia making quick work of ball in hand with 3 balls left on the table. And Pia puts up a rack. So the score is now 5-3. Kristina Zlateva. Let's look at a view of the other matches in the room. Silsoa is 3-3 against Su Chen Wei. Kelly Fisher up 4-3 against Silviana Liu. And Kristina Takach 4-3 over Yuki Hiraguchi.
It looks like the players are taking a 5-minute break.
All right, so let's play our season opener video. Enjoy, everyone.
Did she go back home? Or she's just taking a break?
So the players are still taking a break. So let's go over our giveaway. We have a WPBA swag giveaway. Donate $20 to YouTube channel, and you have a chance to win one of these 4 items. There's going to be 4 separate raffles going on after the finals tomorrow. You can get a Kamui chalk, Castillo custom leather cue case, autographed shirt with all the players' signatures, or a media guide, WPBA, signed by the players. And lots of good matches. Still one more round after this, 9 p.m. And stay tuned for our next event, the WPA World 8-Ball Championship. So let's play that video. I want to thank our tour sponsors. So we are at the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. We are also headlining with Big Family Custom Creations, the official apparel sponsor company of the WPBA. You can get any kind of apparel custom made to your liking. You also have Simonis cloth, which is the best in the, in my opinion, the best in the business here. We have Diamond Billiard Products, Aramith, balls, ICA training tool, How Tips, How Flash, Super Shot Billiards, Kamui, Classic Billiards, Perfect Rack, and Castillo custom leather goods. So amazing. Every event I see, we have new sponsors. I'd like to thank our new sponsors, Super Shot Billiards and Classic Billiards, based out of Florida. Looks like Kelly Fisher and Kristina Takach have identical scores going on in their match. 5-3. Kelly Fisher over Sylviana Liu. Kristina Takach over Yuki Hiraguchi. And Sosoa and Suchen Wei, very close neck and neck, 3-3. Looks like the ladies are back after their break. Looks like Pia Filler is up to break next, hoping to put another rack on the score line to make it very competitive and not let Kristina run away with this. Now, do you have a favorite venue that you've been to with the WPBA?
Well, this is one of them. Soaring Eagle is always great venue. I also enjoy Iron City Billiards and Borderline.
Those are all great rooms. So let's see. PFL are looking to make that one ball in the left side pocket. Yeah, I agree with you. Soaring Eagle is always a great venue.
Yeah.
They recently redid all their rooms, and I feel like a superstar. You walk in, you can turn on all the lights and all the blinds, and then make it go good night, and everything shuts down.
Unfortunately, dry break for Pia. The layout is not a runaway layout, so for Zlateva, So it looked like she may be opting for a defense shot.
Yes, because even if there's just a blocker there with this pink 4, the 2 is towards the upper left corner of the screen, but getting from the 1 to the 2 very difficult. So need to play safe.
Yeah, very small window. And that was a very smart safety.
Very sporty.
Mm-hmm. Two rail kick. Oh, one. One rail kick. Return safety.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough to just hit the ball. You have to make sure you resafe.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't think Kristina's able to see this one ball. May have to spin it off the rail. Let's see what she does. No, using a jump cue or a spin. Massaying it.
Massé. Okay, things open up a little more, but it's still that one ball shot is not a walk in the park, depending on the player.
I think
But I think she's got it. You know, she's hungry. The position be natural to the 2 ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she solved that problem. Definitely the key shot was the 1 to the 2. So that was a great safety that Pia had done to give her this opportunity, because she kind of hooked Kristina behind that 8 ball, and Kristina had to massé in order to hit it.
Mm-hmm. Nice on that 3. She could probably
I think she could
bump
just.
the 9.
You think she was gonna run into the 9?
Maybe that will help her get more natural for the 4, which is right there.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is paired up. You know, the 3 leads to the 4. You got the 8, 9 paired up, and the 5, 6, and 7 are all naturally leading to each other.
For those of you joining us, thank you for watching and liking and sharing the stream. This is Ada Leo in the booth along with Kia Burwell.
Just a little love tap. See?
This is an A-side match. Winner of this goes into hot seat tomorrow. And the loser of this match will play again at 9 p.m. So stay tuned for another exciting live stream at 9 o'clock.
Okay, draw back for the 5 in the side, which leads to the 6 in the side. And yeah, she's looking pretty here.
Keeping it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do too much. Kia, do you play all games?
I play all games.
3 cushion,
3 cushion is my #1 favorite game.
1 pocket.
1 pocket, I love it. Yeah,
Wow.
I play all of them.
I've only really played straight pool, 8, 9, and 10.
So my top games are #1, 3 cushion billiards, 1 pocket, straight pool.
Wow. I feel like 3 cushion is a very specific, like I don't see many rooms have a 3 cushion table. You have to go look for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 pocket is not popular in New York. Nope.
Oh,
Wiped
wiped
its
his
feet.
feet.
Jinx.
But it's in there.
I prefer straight pool over one pocket, to be honest. I've seen one pocket. There is actually one of the house pros at Amsterdam Billiards, where I play out of in New York City, is a one pocket specialist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And she's sitting very pretty here because all she has to do is make the 8. And she's naturally set up for the 9.
She did not want to get on the rail, so she's got to make sure she hits this purely with a nice follow, smoothly stroking that ball. Oh, another wipe its feet in
Oof.
ball. She recognizes that and is smiling. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors. Checking around the room. Kristina Takach, 6-3 over Yuki Hiraguchi. Kelly Fisher, 5-4 over Sylviana Liu. And Wei Su Chen, 4-3 over Sosoa. So Pia Filler has narrowed the gap.
Yeah.
Kristina
One game difference.
Zlateva is 5-4.
Looking to what? Defend her lead.
Defend her lead and tie it up. Oh no,
No.
for Pia to tie it up.
Right.
And Kristina to defend her lead.
Yeah.
Well, that one ball went right into the right side pocket like it had eyes. Unfortunately, not a good look on this 2 ball, so we'll have to play a defense. And there's a small cluster in the center that she has to negotiate and problem solve.
I think she's looking to come off that 2 ball, have the cue ball go to the left. Oh no, she's doing something different. So she's going to probably stun stop. Yeah, like that. I couldn't get my
Ooh.
words together. I said stun stop, but I knew
What is a stun stop there,
exactly.
Kia?
That's a new terminology.
I was like, hey, you're going to have to make a video to explain to the audience what a stun stop is. I know you have a very robust social media presence and followers. I'm sure they're wondering too.
Yeah, what is a stun stop? And I said, yeah, that's it. What she did there.
Now she's got to jump this. Oh,
No.
just giving ball in hand to Kristina.
Fortunate.
think she wanted more rotation there and pace to not have such a steep angle on this 3-ball.
Because she has to go for the pink 4 next.
Yes, pink 4 next. So she could try to spin it around that purple 5 and get shape, or if she feels like that's a lot going on, she might elect to play a safe.
She just called for her extension, and she's looked like she's eyeing up to make that ball. Maybe using the cue ball to run into the 5 to slow down. Oh no, okay.
Went
I
around.
like that. I love it.
She hit that
Oh,
very sportily.
With confidence or
Confidence.
confidence.
Well, she's unfortunately a little bit on the wrong side of the ball.
Right.
So she can go around the table. She's
Or go straight up and back down. Not too much spinning around the table and lose control there.
well, one thing she has to really be conscious of is these deep shelves in the corner pockets.
Right.
So if she does, yeah. So if she doesn't hit us correctly, it may jaw in the pocket. Oh no!
Oh. Is it just enough?
No, she's reaching for her jump cue. She cannot see it. I think she's looking to maybe jump bank this. Jump safe. That 7 is on the left side.
She put follow on that. But yeah, looked like she was queuing to jump follow. Can't tell if she's still hooked or possibly can see some of that 7 enough to cut it.
I think off the rail.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's getting dialed in. Floated in, getting right to the middle of the table. Oh, it went
Wow.
up.
How good did she hit that?
Shot that very nice. I'm sure she didn't want to be that close to the rail, but just settle herself. She'll be just fine.
Well, she has a.
Based off of how she's been pocketing balls so far, you know.
Well, she's shooting great.
Yeah.
I mean, having to jump.
Yeah.
I actually captured it as a highlight reel, so maybe I can do a replay. Oh no.
No.
That was a little too far there, and it was not as smooth as she wanted to on that delivering of that next final stroke.
Yeah. Opportunity for Pia.
I think Pia's gonna go for the side pocket and just come around. She's looking at it.
Yeah, I think that's the better option because you don't want to go shooting it at the top corner and the cue ball floats forward. Risk scratching in the side.
Yeah, and plus she's on the rail.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Looking to tie this game up, Pia Filler.
All right.
There you have it, 5-5. Very close match here. So I wanted to thank Karen De La Paz for your contribution to the WPBA swag giveaway. Please note $20 by clicking on the $ in YouTube channel gets you into the raffle, and we will have 4 raffles for each of these items after the finals tomorrow. You can win a Kamui Chalk, a Castillo custom cue case, autographed shirt by the players, or a autographed media guide, and the media guide looks amazing. So who's going to take the lead now? Pia Filler is looking to do that.
Yeah, she walked to that table pretty confident. Like, yeah, it's game 1. We're tied up. It's a 3-3 race now.
Yes, race to 8, everyone. But these ladies are still in it. No one's going to be out of this tournament. Still a side match. So we're looking for the one ball to shoot into the side pocket and get a good spread. Oh, watch out, cue ball.
No, she's good.
That was a little dangerous there. And she's got a good look at this 2 ball, just sitting pretty by the top right corner.
Kind of straight. She does have a little angle. She has to get down table near the short rail for the 3 next,
Yeah,
which is partially blocked for pocketing in the corner pocket in the bottom right.
so she put her stick where she wants to go, and that's giving her that visual aid so
Yeah.
that she has the understanding of where she wants that cue ball to be.
So
No.
she must have more pocket than I thought past that 8 ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she can get this 3 past this 8.
And she's naturally set up for the 5.
Although these pockets are 4 1/4. Gotta hit it pure and aim it correctly.
And the key ball for this rack is the 6 ball. Because from that angle, I'm sure that 8 ball is blocking that 6 from going in the pocket. So she has the top 4 pockets for that 6 ball.
I think she's considering the side pocket for this
That's
6.
what it looks like. She just looked at it. Yeah.
Like a straight draw from the 5 purple 5 to set up for the 6 in the side.
And she's going forward 2 rails into the long rail. Okay, good. She prevented getting to the long rail, which is great.
Yeah, it was just 1 rail position.
Didn't want to take that risk of being tied up on the rail.
Yep, now she could
That was
stun this
great.
ball over or stop shot it. Personal choice.
Key ball is off the table. Everything else should be pretty natural from here on out.
Yeah, everything's pretty tic-tac-toe. Just need to commit to your decision.
Right. Whatever her preference is. Beautiful.
Pia Filler taking the lead, 6-5 over Kristina Zlateva. Let's take a look around the room. We have Su Chen Wei, 5-4 against So Soa. And Kelly Fisher on the hill, 7-4 against Silviana Liu. It looks like Kristina Takac has emerged victorious over Yuki Hiraguchi. And will be playing the 9 o'clock round. And don't forget about the swag, $20. Please like, share, and follow. Or contribute $20 to enter one of these 4 items. Kamui Chalk, Castillo Custom Case, autographed shirt, or a media guide autographed by the players to be raffled off at the end of finals tomorrow. Tomorrow we have 3 rounds of matches starting at 12 o'clock with the second and third matches following quickly behind that. Probably a 15-minute break in between those matches for setup. So it's going to be a full day of tremendous pool.
It looks like Kristina took her 5-minute break.
So let's play a commercial.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and we feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
The WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool, and I love them for that.
Looks like we're back from a player's break. These ladies are about to get started again. Kristina Zlateva took a break. She did not defend her lead and needed a moment to reset. People don't understand how important it is to take a break at the right moment, to be able to clear your mind, get back to business, and keep this a close match.
Close call.
No. Shot that one ball on the side, but not a good look on this two ball here. Can see the edge of this two ball, but I'm not sure if it's makeable. Maybe if she does something fancy like masse ball, but I think that's a lot to ask for in this situation. Thank you everyone for watching, sharing, and liking the stream. This is Ada Leo in the commentary booth along with Kia Burwell. Prime time.
That's what they call me. And you're the Iron Maiden.
I'm the Iron Maiden. And they did play an Iron Maiden song in the arena, which I really appreciated. Wow.
Okay, beautiful.
She really want to be stuck behind that three, like touching it, like jail time. But this is still a very, very acceptable defensive shot.
Now, is the two ball makeable in the side pocket if Pia jumps it?
Or Pia can, if she's feeling good, like combo that 9 ball in with a jump. I don't know. Let me make sure I set up for a replay.
Yeah. Oh.
That was very gutsy. Kristina has some paths to consider here. This, the pink 4 is behind that 9 ball, and the purple 5 is kind of close to the 8 ball.
And plus the 3 ball is to the left of Kristina, so she has to make that 2 ball up table, or however she'd like to make it, and hold the cue for the 3.
She hit that too chunky. The pocket said rejection.
Slightly, yeah.
Now a chance for Pia to get on the hill. Can she dissect this table and address all the problems?
Oh no,
Oh.
She hit the ball a little too fat, causing the tangent line to send that ball to the left instead of more up and down the table.
Yeah, she did not want that result. She's hidden behind the 6 ball.
She had the right speed, just hit the ball a little too full.
Thank you everyone for listening to us and liking, sharing, and following the stream. We got 9 o'clock round coming up and 3 more rounds tomorrow starting at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Wow, that was really nice. She got behind that 6 ball.
Yeah.
Did not give Kristina a clear look at this 3.
Pia is fighting. Now she's fighting to defend her lead.
Defend her lead. And Kristina's looking to take that lead away.
Mm-hmm. Two rail kick. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Ball in hand for Pia.
The only problem I see, is for Pia to get on the right side of that 5 ball. That's it. Just getting on the proper side of that 5 ball to run the rest of the rack.
And she's stretching now. I might have elected to play that 3 ball on the side, but I'm short. And this particular distance wouldn't be comfortable for me. It depends on the player.
Yeah, well, and the 3-ball is closer to the corner pocket, so it's less room for any kind of error.
Right. Minimal cue
Unfortunately,
ball.
she came up short on her draw.
She's got to use an extension. I think that's like the greatest thing that was ever invented. I use my extension a lot to reach because I am short.
Now, again, she has to get on the right side of that 5-ball. Just like that.
She's got a back cut now, but
That's
I
it.
think it's natural for
Yeah.
her to set up for the 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 6 is in the middle of the table relatively, so a lot of options for her. No, I'm thinking she's probably just going to keep it simple, maybe stop shot or punch it off the rail a little bit, but you don't want to do too much.
And she doesn't have to do much of anything. Mm-hmm.
Yep, stunned it over just a little bit. Is on the correct side of the brown 7, so she could get to the 8-ball. She could elect to go 8-ball on the side or in the corner. Oh, wow.
No. I honestly didn't expect her to put follow on it. I thought she was going to stay on the other side of the 8-ball to send the 8 in the side. But
I think
everybody's different.
It just looked to me that she was not committed to what she was going to do.
Gotcha.
The way that she delivered that stroke, it looked like she was a little off on the timing and did not accelerate. And so then the pocket rejected it.
Yeah. And that's a lesson for everyone. Pro, amateur, doesn't matter. If you're unsettled in any way, get back up and reset.
Well, I don't know if the shot clock was also a factor too.
Good point.
I'm not sure if she used her extension or not in this rack. And so she maybe had felt a little rushed.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed to me that she was in between decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So Kristina now, a chance to tie this up. Nicely hit.
Mm-hmm. Dialing in, and there's nothing special to do here but just make the ball. Nice smooth stroke. Beautiful.
6-6, everyone. See what's going on around the room. Kelly Fisher on the hill against Sylviana Liu, 7-5. Su Chen Wei, 6-4 over Sosoa. And of course, our feature match, Pia Filler versus Kristina Zlateva, 6-6. Very, very tight.
Yes, it is. Down to a 2-2 race.
Might be a hill thriller.
Might be.
My favorite.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing, following this wonderful live stream. This is Ada Lee on the booth.
And
with
Kia Burwell.
Kia Burwell. And don't forget about the swag giveaway. $20 via YouTube chat. And you can be entered for Kamui Chalk, custom cue case, autographed t-shirt from the WPBA players, or an autographed media guide to be raffled at the end of finals tomorrow.
One on the side.
Oh,
Ooh,
three in the
at
corner too. Making 2 balls off the break with a good look at this 2 ball. Now, she's got to make a decision. The 4 is a little tied up there, that pink 4. So 2 to the pink 4, I think, will be the key shot. And then purple 5, not far behind. I don't think this pink 4 can go in the bottom left side pocket, blocked by the 6 at the moment.
No, it can't. I believe she just called for her extension. And I don't blame her because this is a crucial shot.
Yes, crucial is a good word.
Possibly looking to go rail first. I wonder if she's trying to get between the 6, 5. Okay.
Now she could elect to go pink 4 in the corner or in the side. And then get the cue ball back to the middle of the table where she has all the options. I think she has solved the problem of the purple 5 and has an available pocket to the lower left corner.
I think side pocket is best because you have less movement of that cue ball.
I mean, I've seen some of these ladies cut a ball up into the corner.
Yeah. Nice. And when you hit them like that and you got control like Miss Pia, not Kia, but Pia. Hey, that was a sweet shot.
Hey, you know that my name is only 3 letters too.
That's true.
Ada, Kia, Pia. Kristina needs to change her name to 3 letters.
Tia, maybe?
Pia's a little straight on this shot, so she can elect to draw back and shoot the brown 7 in the lower right pocket, which is what she was looking at.
Yeah. Well, the way she's cueing, she's not drawing.
Going forward? Yes.
Nice.
Using the long rail to kind of slow it down.
And everybody has their comfort level, you know. I like how she did that. She's great position.
She did have an angle. I thought she was more straight than that.
Yeah. That's stunning. Bit. A little close to the rail. but I think she's fine.
Yeah, I don't think she'll have any problems with this shot. If anything, she's kind of stun it over, draw it over a little bit.
Beautiful.
Looking to take a lead and get on the hill with this shot. And Pia Filler on the hill, 7-6 over Kristina Zlateva. Other matches around the room. Su Chen Wei, 7-5 over Sosoa. And Kelly Fisher, 7-6 over Sylviana Liu. Everyone stay tuned. We have another match at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you for watching, sharing, and liking. We have a lot of viewers. I appreciate all of you. This is Ada Lee on the booth with Kia Burwell. Kristina Zlateva's turn to break. Can she make it a hill thriller?
The world may never know, but we will soon.
We will. Most definitely. Very soon. Or will Pia take the whole game? But none of these ladies are eliminated. They're still playing, regardless of the result.
Yeah.
Kristina checking to see everything is touching and the rack is not crooked. We're looking for this one ball to shoot into the right side pocket and everything spread open. And she has a look on this 3-ball on the lower right side. Everything's pretty wide open. Then key ball will be the 4, pink 4 to the purple 5.
Yeah. Pink 4, purple 5.
Is she hungry enough to make this a hill thriller?
I think she is.
I think so too. Like I said, I like to see the ladies fight to the death. Claw their way back from any deficits.
Hill matches are great for the spectators, whether watching through live stream and especially live in the arena. Very nice cue ball control. Get off the rail.
She has an angle here.
Those in the arena can, or at the site, can see all the emotions, all the character traits in the players. You know, when they're frustrated or, you know, got a roll there. All the emotions. They can see that there.
They're feeling all the feelings. Wow, that's a great shot. She hit that very confidently. Got position for this purple 5. Couldn't have hit that any better.
Now, would you stun this off the rail, or would you go
go
follow
forward?
it? Mm-hmm.
I would go follow, but I prefer to follow versus stunning it. I feel like if you don't have a smooth stroke and you stun it, very easy to rattle in the pocket. So she elected to stun it off the rail.
Yeah.
I also think it depends if you're righty or lefty, because you see those shots differently depending on what handed you are.
Yeah, true.
Now, I'm a righty person, so I would probably just go forward because It
And
looks
I'm
more
a lefty
natural.
like Kristina. Well, yeah, she's a lefty.
She's a lefty.
Uh-huh.
Beautifully done. Using the rails as her friend.
Very big window, so she's good. Oh, unfortunately, she has to stretch, but she had a very huge window there. She's good to go.
I wonder if she's going to get an extension. Doesn't look like it. But she's definitely confirming and going to be 100% committed to what she's going to do.
Excellent. No movement in her body. Stayed still down on the shot. Committed to it.
And it was a smooth delivery, no choppiness.
Which could be a little challenging when you have to stretch.
Now,
So
do you
that
think
was
she's
very
going to stun
nice.
this over?
I think so because of the angle.
Just like that. Keeping it simple, stunning it over.
Whoa. Okay.
Watch out
great.
that cue ball.
We have a hill thriller.
Hill thriller, Kristina Zlateva. And Pia Filler, hill thriller.
So Pia won the lag, so she is fortunate to have this last break.
Table 5. 7. Pia's break. 2 extensions and
And we have 2 extensions in this particular rack since it's a hill thriller. So expect the players to take full advantage of that if there are problems on the table. Or if they have to think through some difficult shots.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching, sharing, and liking. Please continue to support Free Pool. We are on WPBA Billiards channel on YouTube, Billiards TV, and now Amazon Prime Video. This is Ada Leo in the booth with Kia Burwell, and this has been a really great match, full of ups and downs, momentum shifts. I'm quite enjoying what I'm seeing.
Yeah, same.
Looking for that one ball to go into the left side pocket.
Well, the one ball didn't go in the side pocket, but it's sitting pretty for her to cut in the corner, top corner pocket. However, she has to get down to the other end of the table for the 2.
So this would be a key shot, 1 to the
Yes.
2.
She got into the window perfect.
That was really nice. She threw the cue ball around and got beautiful shape here.
And she's going to take 2 rails going forward to get to the middle of the table.
There you
For the
go.
3.
Middle of the table. All the options.
I think she's sitting pretty nicely there.
Yeah. Pink 4 to the
connect
side.
To the 4. Yes.
And then pink 4 to the purple 5. Then I think she's out.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Now she just has to draw a little bit so that she doesn't have such a steep angle on the purple 5. And then just hit that nice and smoothly. 7 is right by that side pocket.
But she needs to get a little bit above that 7. So
Yeah.
she's cutting it, the 7 in the side and the left side. She can float down for the 8.
This is a very big rack. Can she hold her nerve? Settle down, make sure she does what she has to do, and commit 100% to her decisions and her shots.
Unfortunately, she has to shoot over that 8 ball. She definitely will have to settle herself on this shot.
Yeah, she's made it a little bit difficult here, being tree-topped over this ball.
I mean, I like the angle because it's going to help that cue ball get to that shot line that on the other side of that 7 ball, that to the line of the shot, so that she has a natural angle down to the 8.
Looks like she's able to comfortably.
Like that.
Oh no! I think she had a little bit of body movement at the end, and then was anticipating that the ball will go in, and I don't know if that kind of threw the shot off, or maybe just something in the way she executed that stroke. Kristina now has an opportunity to win this match by that miss.
And just like I said, she had to settle herself because she had that blocker ball that she had to shoot over. And once she made it, it would have been so natural, as you see, a natural out. Nice touch. Stand on the proper side of that 7, as I discussed earlier.
He just has to float this in.
Exactly.
I like how she's taking her time, really like examining the table, making sure she is very deliberate and intentional with all her decisions. Looks like she's considering the side pocket for this 9. And there you have it. Congratulations to Kristina Zlateva. She advances to play tomorrow at 12 o'clock in the hot seat match. And Pia Filler will head to the 9 p.m. round and will be playing Trying to see who she's playing. Kristina Tkach at 9 p.m. Wow, what a matchup there. So let's see what is going on. We have one more match. Another Hill thriller, Kelly Fisher and Sylviana Liu. Wow, incredible. And don't forget, we have our WPBA swag giveaway. You can donate $20 to the YouTube channel and get a chance to win Castillo custom case, Kamui Chalk, autographed t-shirt, or media guide. We'll be closing up this stream so that we can set up for the next round. Thank you so much, Kia Burwell, for joining me in the booth. This is Ada Leo. Appreciate everyone who has been watching, and continue to watch the next round. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for watching the WPBA.